The four armyworm is a species in the order Lepidoptera and one of the species of the four armyworm moths, distinguished by their larval-like stage. The term armyworm can refer to several species, often describing the large-scale invasive behavior of the species' larval stage. It is regarded as a pest and can damage and destroy a wide variety of crops, which causes large economic damage. Its scientific name derives from frugipeda, which is Latin for lost fruit, named because of the species' ability to destroy crops. Because of its propensity for destruction, the four armyworm's habits and possibilities for crop protection have been studied in depth. It is also a notable case for studying sympatric speciation, as it appears to be diverging into two species currently. The four armyworm is active at a different time of year from the true armyworm and other species in the order Lepidoptera and family Nook today, but of the genus Methymna. Outbreaks of the true armyworm usually occur during the early part of the summer. The four armyworm does most damage in the late summer in the southern part of the United States and early fall in the northern regions. Because of their food preferences, four armyworm larvae can wreak havoc on a wide range of crops. The first historical account of the four armyworm's destruction was in 1797 in Georgia. Destruction can happen almost overnight because the first stages of a caterpillar's life require very little food, and the later stages require about 50 times more. Because of this rapid change in food consumption, the presence of larvae will not be noticed until they have destroyed almost everything in as little as a night. Some examples of targeted crops include cotton, tobacco, sweet corn, rice, peanuts, and even fruits such as apples, oranges, and many more. The list of possible food sources for the worms is extensive, so crop damage is wide-ranging. It is estimated that almost 40% of those species that armyworms target are economically important. Because the larvae eat so much of the plant, they are very detrimental to crop survival and yield. In corn, larvae will even burrow into the corn ear to eat the kernels. The United Nations UN Food and Agriculture Organization estimates that S. frugipeda will reduce maize or corn yields by 17.7 million metric tons per annum if not successfully controlled. The four armyworm have proved to be a pest in many regions, and methods of control continue to be developed. The four armyworm was identified in Africa in 2016. In early 2017, armyworms infested large swaths of corn crops across southern Africa, devastating the livelihoods of many farmers. It is thought they arrived as an invasive species from the Americas as eggs in imported produce. This is according to Briggs and Helen in an extract from BBC News. Four armyworm threatens African farmers' livelihoods. This is causing immense concern among agricultural experts due to the potentially huge amount of damage this invasive species will do to African food crops if allowed to spread. Many African countries have agreed to take urgent actions against armyworms. A report by FAO Regional Office for Africa, dubbed Southern and Eastern African countries agree on urgent actions to tackle armyworm and other crop pests and animals. Because of the four armyworms' great destructive power, farmers must go to great lengths to deter the larvae. Insecticide is a widely used form of protection. In southern regions, farmers may have to apply insecticide to corn every day. Agriculture drones have been used to apply pesticides used in China, Vietnam, Zambia, and other regions. The CABI-led program, Plantwise, and partners have several recommendations for managing four armyworm. These include planting early, avoiding staggered planting, and intercropping with crops that are not susceptible to four armyworm, such as cassava or yam. They also recommend conserving shelters and flowering plants on the edges for beneficial insects such as ground beetles and parasitoids. Intercropping with the push-pull technique with crops such as desmodium and napier grass can be used to control fall armyworm. For some crops, including wheat, sorghum, millet, and rice, it is recommended by plant-wise partners to plant short maturing and varieties that are less preferred by S. frugipeda. Another strategy is to plant crops earlier to avoid the increase in armyworm numbers as the summer progresses. In South Africa, farmers are using pheromone lures with a combination of diclovus blocks to trap and eliminate male armyworms with the intention of disrupting mating cycles. In Australia, a caterpillar-specific virus packaged as foligen biopesticide was approved under emergency regulations in 2020 to help control the armyworm and the parasitoid wasp. Trichogramma pretiosum is also used. Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India regularly issues advisories from time to time to manage the menace of fall armyworm in India. However, the survival of armyworms depends on continued crop production for the farmers. If farmers do not produce their crops, the armyworms will die.